Look, here's why I'm bullish on YouTube. Okay, like now that I'm spending more time like in tech spaces and whatnot, and trying to develop my own apps, and you know, potentially eventually sell a company, make all the money, be happy, all that shit. I run into the common cope a lot of the time where people will be like very excitedly claiming that they've gotten some job or they've sold a company or their app now has like 100,000 users, some shit like that, right? And you will always see little nerdlets in the comment section saying, oh, well, you only got that because you have like X number of YouTube or Instagram followers, or you only know that, or you only got that because you know people. And as someone who has pretty small of a social network, in basically a non-existent professional network now that I've switched industries so much, and well, you can see how many subscribers on my channel now, like whatever they are now, but at the time of recording, it's like 1 or 2 probably. As someone with all of that, right, which is like pretty close to the average person, I cannot help but feel that that's just cope. Like I feel like it's kind of similar to how people who refuse to acknowledge that AI is going to change how programming works, even if it's not going to replace developers, out of some shaking fist at cloud like an old man mentality that a software should just be written in the most puritanical way because it's an art form and AI can never replace it. And it's like, yes, but you're missing the point. I feel like there is a level of that, especially in tech, but I did notice this as well when I was in academia, where people have this internalized belief almost that like the people they see on screens are just like fundamentally different humans than we are, and that like the rules of the game that they play don't apply to them, don't apply to the viewer, don't apply to you. And I thought like this for a while, and I think now with how much slop has flooded like all the other platforms, I was already anti-short even before that, but it kind of seems like this is just like the new meta, right? Like I feel like it's kind of like if you don't have a YouTube channel, it's kind of like not having a website 5 years ago, right? Like it's just you don't have a ability to network in like a very contemporary way, I suppose. Unless you have a platform like this, like it's like this is now like you cannot compete as a broke person or as someone who didn't grow up with a silver spoon in their mouth, right? With the people at the top, unless you have a platform. And to be honest, swallowing that pill has just been like one of the most difficult things in my life, because for the longest time, I was one of those nerdlets who kind of had that internalized conception of, I'll just work hard and I'll make the best thing ever. And, the product will sell itself. It's going to be so good that people are just going to magically get up from their chairs and just use it because it's that good. And I'll never have to market it if the product's good enough. Fucking chud-ass cope. But, takes time to learn every lesson, right? So I'm unsure the exact route that I want to take with this channel. To be honest, like for a while, I started it mainly so that I could get good at talking on camera. But I'm sure if you compare this to what it was like 10 months ago, it's like night and day, right? And now, I don't know, like part of me wants to make it like, because here's the thing, like the most effective channels, even if they're like for selling shit, are about like brand authenticity, right? And I think like, one is one's greatest critic, right? And I feel like because of that tendency of us to critique ourselves more than anyone else, I've struggled to kind of find ways to provide value, particularly in video form. Or I shouldn't say that. I should say I have struggled to think of ways that I think I could provide value. I'm sure like there's probably a million things I could do, but like, fuck, how do I word this? It's like, no, you know, you, no, I shouldn't assume that you get it. It's like, fuck, dude, did I say it was 2 a.m.? Fuck, dude, I'm holy shit. You know what? I'll just say that for another video, but yeah, I think the new goalpost now is just going to be able to post videos like this until I have the confidence to record them before the black of night and before like everyone in the world is asleep, because that is the only time that I feel comfortable like projecting my voice like this, which is extremely cringe, but I don't know. It's better than not even being able to do this alone last summer, right? So fuck, I don't even know what the point of this video was, man.